Hello, everyone. I'm sorry for being a little late and welcome from a fun, fantastic weekend, I believe. And because I had a fun weekend as well. So thank you guys so much again for being here. Today, again, we're starting another beautiful week. If you can see me well, remember the beauty of AI, artificial intelligence, and the new technology. You can work anywhere from the world, anywhere in the world, anywhere in your community, and from your home. So that is very important. And so I'm taking advantage of that when I have appointments. So I just stop somewhere and I cramp myself up in the car. And thank God I have a car that I can really sit in and carry out the show so that we keep up with that consistency. Because if you're dealing with children, young people, or you're dealing with human beings in general, it's always a good thing to try to be very consistent. So thank you guys so much for being here. I might be the only one here today, and Melanie, if she's not here, it means she's busy on the ground. And of course, I am always here to pick up after everyone. And thank God for good health to be able to do so. And let us pray for those that are going through some challenges in life, maybe health challenges, maybe challenges with their children, with their families, challenges with food, whatever challenges that they are having. Let us put our hands together and ask God for that spiritual relief for all of them. And so, but we are here, we're going to continue. And today is a new week, and we want to always start a new week by dedicating it into the hands of God through prayer, because this is not a matter of religion, it's not a matter of church, but it's a matter of knowing that we all came from a supernatural being. Otherwise, we will not be here. And therefore, we want to continue to thank God for life, because when you are given life, it means you have been given existence. And when you have that existence, it is left for us to know what we do with that existence, and which is why we are here, in order to also help the children to understand this and begin to implement it in their own life. So thank you guys so much. So why don't we whatever you can say to yourself, or you just listen to this prayer, or you can do whatever. Prayer it takes different forms and shapes. There's no one particular way. Do it your way. What is your culture? What does it tell you? Do it your own way. And remember, we are not here for any particular religion. We are not here talking about church, but we are here because we know that without the Creator, without the purpose that He has put in us, we would not be anything. So, in order to help the children, we need to go this route. So, let us bow down our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you with hearts full of hope and compassion, guided by the words of your scripture that call us to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Lord, let the voice of One Global Movement be a beacon for justice, standing strong for the rights of the poor and the oppressed, the children, women, and young people who need our love and care. Grant us the wisdom and courage to defend the defenseless, to open our mouths and our hearts to those who are forgotten. May we fight against hunger, illiteracy, and poverty with relentless faith, knowing that true prosperity comes from lifting others up according to your divine purpose. Strengthen our mission to be champions of kindness and truth as we embrace our calling to protect the weak and bring hope where there is despair. Guide us to lead with love, compassion, and justice, so that through your grace we can help build a future of freedom, peace, and dignity for all. In your mighty name we pray. Amen. So thank you guys so much for taking that moment. This prayer draws on the spirit of Proverbs 31:89 to inspire the movement's mission of advocating for the voiceless and striving for justice. All right. Now, we are in the series O-Academy Revolution Part 237 and Children, a Heritage, episode number 10. The truth about money and energy exchange, subtopic number 4. Remember, we are still treating the truth about money and energy exchange. So we break them down into little subtopics so that we can understand them and our children can also understand. So the theme for today is finding and living with purpose. We have been talking about this a lot because this is so important. Remember, if you have been blessed to exist, and if you have been blessed with a purpose, therefore it is left for us to action out that purpose. And without complaining, but pulling that positive energy that says, I can do this, that I'm grateful that I've been given life, that I am going to invest positivity into the lives of children, women, and young people. And of course, you cannot do that without doing it first for yourself. And that is what One Global Movement calls for. So, finding and living with purpose. That is very important. Let us start with our quotes. When you find your purpose, every step becomes a mission, every challenge becomes a lesson, and every victory becomes a celebration of life's meaning. That is very, very important. Therefore means that we don't have a reason to complain about anything, because when you have been given life and you have that purpose, you know who you are, you know whose you are, you know where you're going with that purpose, then you action it out. Therefore, the challenges become your lessons, not something to complain about. The challenges become your lessons, and every victory becomes a celebration of life's meaning. And every step you take, it becomes your mission, just like what we are doing here in One Global Movement. So thank you guys so much again for being here. And purpose is not just found. We all should understand this and help our children to understand. Purpose is not something that you just find it, or you just stumble on it, or you just think that it's supposed to be there for you. It is crafted. It is built. It is invented. It is created. Purpose is crafted. It is not just something that you just find it and you think that you are entitled to it. No. You craft it through your passions, your dreams, and service to others. Let your life be the blueprint that inspires others to find their own purpose. And lastly, purpose transforms existence into significance. Remember, it transforms your existence into significance. It doesn't just transform it. It means you have to craft it, you have to build it, you have to write it, you have to action it out day and night with that powerful energy that comes from within you. And when you do that, that energy brings you money. Without that positive energy, forget about it. If you're that kind that is going to say, oh, I'm going to use this person to get this, I am going to cheat, I am going to be negative, I am going to use a very harsh tone of voice to communicate with people, I am going to make sure that things go only my way, then you're not going to get anywhere. Then you're going to get stuck. We all will get stuck if we don't do that, right? So purpose transforms existence into significance. When you live with purpose, every moment becomes an opportunity to leave a legacy of hope and compassion. So let us begin to put things in the chat in your own way, the way you live your life, not the way that Mundih is saying, not the way that somebody is saying, but there is one thing for sure that we all know that we were born with. We were born with greatness. We were born with abundance. We were born with positive energy. We were born with the best things in the world. It is left for us to pick and choose what to use depending on our purpose, depending on our life's worth, depending on what we want to contribute to the world. That is what we are talking about here. And we thank God for Mr. Ash Mufara for bringing us together to begin to action our purpose out. Living and finding a life of purpose is very important. Mr. Ash Mufara is already living his through us, 1.4 million founding members. It is left for us, like we are doing here also in One Global Movement, to do the same in our different endeavors. And sometimes we might think it is hard. That is the simplest of things to do. If we have already lined our inner core, we dig deep into ourselves and we pull those good things. Sometimes it can be hard because we are living in a world where there's a lot of distractions, left alone negative distractions. And we have been so groomed and built to think that, our success, our purpose comes only from outside. But we don't know that it comes right from within us. And it takes time. It takes those challenges to be able to build that strong foundation for a strong purpose. This is very, very important for everybody to really understand this. And we all understand it. We understanding it every day. Nobody gets it. I don't get it all, but I make a conscious effort to understand these important tenets every single day, because that is what is going to make me happy. That is what is going to make me healthy. That is what is going to make me to reach out to these children and young people and women, and for the downtrodden, for the oppressed in the world, for these children and women that are vulnerable to all situations in our society. We need to do that in order to also help them. We cannot even help these children if we don't help ourselves. We have to have that sound, positive mindset that is going to enable us to also help them. So purpose gives our talent wings to soar like the eagle. Purpose really do that. If you look at it with positively, it gives us talents to really soar on wings of eagle. When we live with intention, we light the way for others to follow, leaving a trail of inspiration and hope. We're not just going to leave a track. I don't plan on leaving a track. That is why it is One Global Movement. It is huge. We're not going to go where somebody already left a track and we follow that track. Tracks are too small. You want to go where nobody has ever gone, so that when you leave a trail. It might be difficult. Some people might be laughing at you. They might be thinking, why are you wasting? Why are you even toiling like this? Remember, purpose comes with hard work. It comes with respect, dignity. It comes with gratitude. It comes with all those things. That is why anything that we do here, it carries with it all of these things. So now, let us definition. Number one definition of living a life of purpose. What does finding purpose mean first? What does it mean to you? How do you find your purpose? What does it mean? Finding and living with purpose means discovering what truly matters to you, not what matters to Mundih, not what matters to John Barilla, not what matters to Yvonne Finn or Esther or Melanie, not what matters to those people at all. What matters to you as an individual? It's very important before you can begin to find out what matters to others according to their culture, their customs and tradition, their way of life, not imposing it on them. So finding and living with purpose means discovering what truly matters to you. Your core values. What are your core values? What makes you happy? What makes you to be able to serve yourself, your family, and your children? What are your passions? We have so many passions. If one doesn't work, the other one will work because God made it that way. Choices. Remember, choices. We have to give children choices, and the choices came already with creation. And so we too need to practice that. And the unique contribution you want to make in the world. What do you want to make in the world? Do you just want to hoard money? Do you just want to hoard material things? What do you want to see happen in the world as your own legacy for when you're gone? What do you want to see happen? For me, I want women and children and young people to be free from hunger, to be free from illiteracy, to be free from poverty, to be free from homelessness, abuse, and all other social challenges, to be free from war, to be free from oppression, to be free from relegation to the background, to the backwaters of life, for them to know that, yes, it is possible for them. What is possible for Mundih, what is possible for you, we can make it possible for all the children as well. That is very, very important for us to keep in mind. So what are you going to contribute? What are you contributing right now? Are you providing school materials to some children, or you're buying backpacks for them to carry their books in, or you're providing a soup kitchen, or you are standing by them to say, I am here with you, even though I can't speak. I am standing firm with you to support you, to know that what you are doing is right. What you are doing, it's okay. You standing for, with another a child in school who is being bullied, another fellow student. What are you doing? Those things matter a big deal. It is not what we're going to look from out there that matters. It is what is right here within us that matters. What are the actions that you're taking? Do these actions, do they align with your purpose? What are your choices? What are your daily life, that sense of meaning? Does it give you a sense of meaning, your daily life? It's about identifying what gives your life direction and significance, then living in a way that honors that vision, just like Mr. Ashmufara is doing, living in a way that honors it, getting people involved like us, really apologizing, really saying that, oh, I took a different turn, but I learned from that turn, I'm going to take the right one. This is the kind of thing that we are talking about. These can bring a deep sense of fulfillment and guide decisions, offering clarity in challenging times. It involves not only personal growth, but also positively impacting others and the world around you. You see yourself first, and then you see yourself in the world around you. That means you're also contributing to the lives of other people around the world. So I might have to turn my glass down because it's getting hot in the car here, and the cars are also passing on the street. I need some fresh air. All right. If you get a little bit of noise, please bear with us, okay? We need to do this wherever we are in the world. And that also means we are also appreciating those that don't have the opportunity to have internet, or to even connect to the internet, to be able to speak where they are. You see how some of our supporters and panelists, they find it difficult to join us because of such issues. But if we can cramp up in our car and still crank the window down and get some fresh air and still do it, we are also very grateful. So finding and living with purpose according to the truth about money and energy exchange means aligning your passion and goals with the natural flow of energy that money represents. Money in this context is more than just a means of material wealth, not just physical money. It is more than that. Money is very important. It is a reflection of the energy you put into the world with that money. And when you find your purpose, you create value, and money becomes an energy exchange for that value. Remember that. Money then becomes an energy exchange because you have found your purpose. You have found your life's worth. You have found what you were created in the first place and placed on this planet to play a certain role, or certain roles that only you and only you alone can play. And only me alone. Mundih cannot do it. Mundih cannot do. You cannot do it for me. But together we can help one another by contributing to one another's purpose, and we can do it for the greatest good of the greatest majority, especially our children, women, and young people. So, what does living with purpose and the truth about money mean? What does it mean to you? For me, it means service and contribution. Service and contribution to humanity. That is what it means to me. What does it mean to you? Your purpose should serve others and contribute to the collective good of all. The energy you invest in fulfilling your purpose will attract reciprocal energy. It will attract other energy. It will. We do a lot of things when we do that. So the energy you do, it's going to reciprocate everything in life. So what does it really mean to you? Begin to put in the chat so that we can also learn from you. Now, we talk about intention and actions. Being intentional about your action ensures that the energy you give and receive, when you give and you receive through money, is balanced and purposeful, creating a fulfilling circle. Remember that when you invest that energy of intention, intentional living, intentional action, intentional speaking. That's why when I speak with lots of passion and with a lot of intention, with a lot of power, because this is what we are supposed to be doing in order to really effect and also empower the lives of women, children, and young people. And so, what about abundance mindset? Creating an abundance mindset. By embracing an abundance mindset, you understand that money is infinite when aligned with your true purpose. The more value you create, the more energy in the form of money will flow back to you. Remember that. It's like you go out with purpose, with intention. You create that space within you to say, I am going to give this to help this child. I am going to give this to help this woman. And when you create that space within you, you have created a space for the creator to continue to fill in that gap. But if you just take things and keep, there is no way that you're going to continue to get more, or there's no way that you're going to continue to get the better things that always come every day, especially with artificial intelligence. We need to be able to relinquish these things into the atmosphere, into people's lives, so that more can come. So in short, living with purpose means using money as a tool to reflect and amplify your positive impact, while recognizing that energy is constantly exchanged in the pursuit of your higher goals. This is what Mr. Ashmufara did, because he has the resources, the financial resources. He decided to invest it in people, and in so doing, he is doing it through us. It might be taking a minute to come, because that is the best way. For every good thing that will last for posterity, it takes time. We might be wondering, asking questions, or getting upset. Why is it taking time? Didn't he say this? Didn't he say that? The things that take time to build, and we see that they are really building, we feel it. Those are the things that will last for posterity. Then long after we are gone, the kids will still continue. That is why we're taking time to, with One Global Movement, to build a solid foundation, a foundation of intentionality, a foundation of purpose, a foundation of gratitude, a foundation to know that it is here to stay, so that when we are no more, our children will take it to the next generation, to the next generation, up to 1,000,000 generation. So that is very important. How do you find purpose? How do you find your purpose? Begin to put it in here. How? Let us get in the chat, discuss in the chat how you can find purpose. Finding purpose is a deeply personal journey. It is different. My way of finding my purpose is different from yours, is different from any other person. That means we don't copy. You don't see something that somebody is doing, you haven't found your purpose, and you copy it. Of course, some of the ways that we take in finding purpose are embedded in some other person's way, but a lot of time implementation are different, and we can learn from others in order to really implement our purpose well. So, and it often involves a mixed self-reflection. Self-reflection meaning reflecting within yourself. What have you been created to do? What are you doing that is helping you? You find it from within yourself. Self-reflection, exploration, and action. We have several steps that can help guide us towards discovering our life's purpose and living with purpose. We talk about self-reflection. Self-reflection. We already talked about that. Identifying your passion inside of you. What activities or topics make you feel most alive? What do you enjoy doing? that you are not doing, or that you are finding difficulties in doing, or that you're not asking questions so that you can do it well, or that you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to the still small voice within you, but you only want to get because you're rushing for competition, you're envious, you're jealous because you see other people. Do you know what it took those people to come to where they have been? You, if you want to go that route, you're not going to build your own life well. You're not going to build your purpose well, because it will come crashing down on you, because you did not take time to do what the other person that you are admiring, that you're being jealous, that you're fighting with, has done. It takes time, it takes reflection, it takes you going back into yourself to see, what can I do? I did it this time, it didn't work. What can I do differently that is going to work? It takes time. So these passions are often clues to your purpose. And then you have to examine your strengths. What are you good at? Ask yourself, what am I good at? What am I not good at? And then you take it from there. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? We don't know everything. I don't know everything, but we keep learning in order to know. So what are you good at? Are you good at cooking? Are you good at providing medical services? Are you good at providing speaking services or writing services? Are you good at buying things? Like, you're good at shopping, going to where there's quality, but you know how to get those things where they're on sale so that you can help these children? Are you good at going to your alma mater, which is your school, your previous schools, to talk to the administration to see how they can put a box somewhere, label it one global movement box for children, so that they can put shoes, backpacks, put books, writing materials, and other things in there? What are you good at? There are lots and lots of things that we can do. You just have to dig within yourself to find out what you can start. Start small. Don't think, oh, you see this person, he's already up there, and then you think you can also be up there at the same time. No, it took that person time to be up there. And so you begin to build your own foundation from, so that you can also get there without cheating, without being jealous, without being envious, without thinking that you wanna be at the same level with that person, because you don't know what it took that person to be there. You don't even know if that person took the right route to be there. You don't want to copy things because you don't know how those things came about. But look within yourself and pay your dues. Don't cheat. Don't try to pull somebody down in order to get up there. Pay your dues. When you pay your dues, you will be amazed at the miracles that will come into your life. So examine your strength. Consider your values. What principles guide your life? What are the principles that guide your life? We know already that we are born with high ethical values and standards. We know that the values of gratitude, the values of integrity, the values of honesty, the values of investing in others, the values of standing up and speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves, the values of making sure that what is good for me can be also good for another person. Sharing is caring. Don't hide information. Help people with things, especially these children and women that are going through a lot of things in the world. We need to help. Help somebody. Maybe you know how to draft a resume, a good resume. Help that person. Take time to do it. Or you can do it together. Do it together with them so they can be learning too. Don't just say it's me and you're gonna die with that value in you. We don't want that. So examine your strength and consider your values. What principle guide your life? Purpose is often aligned with core values like compassion, like creativity, like empathy, like freedom, like integrity. We already talked about those things. And then number 2, explore your interests. What are your interests? Experiment and try new things every day. New things you already know what you have. You already know what your purpose is. But in order to get to where God wants you to be, you have to explore different avenues that will nurture you and to help you to grow your purpose in life. Because one global movement is, if we say we want to eliminate hunger, illiteracy, poverty, homelessness, and abuse, yes, of course, those are the things that people suffer from in the world. But is it just going to be involving just one channel to use to do that? No. different channels. When you see me running around with the people that are helping, trying to build a seed program, trying to build a 5 chicks per child program, trying to help young entrepreneurs with $10, $20 to do some business, trying to help these students to start building something, to have pocket money so they don't rely on begging. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to haul the watermelons. You see us hauling watermelons, or trying to prepare the farm. This is what we do, because we want to be able to do different things that will help these children, because without the farmer you can't eat. Did you ever stop to say thank you to the farmer? What have you been doing? So those things matter. Follow your curiosity. What is that still small voice telling you within you that you're not listening? Because you're so bent on looking at what John is doing, or you're so bent on looking at what Ngwe is doing, or what Yvonne is doing, or what Melanie is doing. What is that small voice within you telling you? We have to face these facts. Sometimes people feel uncomfortable when you talk about this thing, but that is the truth. That is the truth. We see it from creation. God created it that way. He did a lot of things, but that he did not accomplish them at first sight. He had to step back and continue to do them, looking deep into it. And what are you so curious about? Why are you curious about that thing? You ask yourself these questions and you do so. So if something piques your interest, if something catches your heart, your attention, dive into it, research it, learn it, and engage in it with a focus. Focus your life on that thing. It could lead you to unexpected destinations, unexpected paths in life. This is what happened to me with One Global Movement as young as 11. I wanted to transform the lives of women and young people, because I saw what my mother and my grandmother were going through. And I realized that women go through a lot. I saw what me and my brothers were going through. I was determined to change that path for good. And in so doing, I have to do it for every woman and every child, with a focus on young women. And here we are today with One Global Movement, and also being really promoted by Mr. Ash Mufare, because without Mr. Ash Mufare, we would not be here. We would never be here. I would never known people like you who are now coming together so that we support women and children in the world. That is very, very important. Oh, there's a fly that is coming around here. So let us seek meaningful contributions. Maybe you want to contribute to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, who are going through challenging times with illness, cancers of different kinds. Or maybe you want to go to the nursery in the hospital to support a mother that has given birth to a newbie, and the child is born prematurely and is in the incubator. Maybe you want to stop by to really just say a word of prayer or positivity with that woman. This is what we need. We need those things. We need it. Or maybe you want to buy maybe a pack of diapers and take it to the hospital. Maybe just flowers, just maybe something that can uplift the spirit of that mother with that child going through life in the incubator. Those are the kind of things that we are talking about. Listen to your intuition. We say it over and over. Embrace challenges and growth. Challenges are good. Don't see them, say, oh my, I'm so unlucky. No, you are very lucky when those challenges come to you. They come to you for a reason. Look for the reason. Yes, there is nothing good in life that is not going to pose challenges. Take the time to appreciate those things and look for a way, because in those challenges, you have a trail that God has created for you in that. Do not try to do things otherwise, trying to force your own. You only end up being frustrated. Look for something and look for, what can I do? Because what you're doing at that moment, you're building a solid foundation for things to go well. That is very important. Take action. Action, action, and more action. Don't sit there and thinking that manna is going to fall from heaven, or they're going to tell you, the pastors that are fooling families, oh, pray, come, I will pray for you and things will come. Don't listen to that. The scripture says prayer without works is dead. It's really dead. Because God has given you the strength, the knowledge, and the wisdom, and the discernment to do those things. So if you go and sit there and be praying every day, yeah, you're hungry, and now you want people to feed you, You're just fooling yourself. So take action. Start small and take little steps and celebrate yourself along the way. Purpose isn't just found through thinking or reflecting. No, you don't just sit there and think and pray and reflect. It comes with taking action. It's also discovered through doing. The act of doing is very important. Put your thoughts and your heart into action and watch it really soar like the eagle. Even if you are unsure of your ultimate purpose, start by pursuing what interests or exists or what excites you. Start by pursuing that. What are you? Just pursue something. It will lead you to something, will open a door of opportunity for you. From that one door, you will see many doors. It comes to you just as a thought. Look at Mr. Ashmu Farah. It came to him that, you know what is going on in the world through the eyes of this little boy, it's something that I need to pay attention to. Just that one window through a little boy now is packed so many windows, 1.4 million founding accounts. And what about you? What about me? That's what we are supposed to be doing. That is very, very important. Let us take action. Even if you are unsure, just take action towards something that is in your heart. It has to be there in your heart and in your mind. It has to be there because God put it there for each and everyone. Set your goals and align your values and interests and move on. And then align with joy and flow. Joy. Find joy in everything. I know it's easier said than done. Sometimes we get upset. I do too. I get really upset sometimes too. But come back to that spot to say, you know what? Yes, I am upset. Yes, it's over. Yes, I am going to take action now. Yes, I am going to action on my purpose. People, those things are normal. Don't go against somebody for being mad. Don't go against somebody for crying. Don't go against somebody for complaining. Sometimes they might not know how to complain in the right way, but it is valid. We need to listen to those things, especially with our children, because we get mad. I get mad sometimes, and I can say some words that are not good sometimes, but we have to come back to that point to say, you know what, I am going to align with joy and I'm going to flow with that joy. So pursue what brings you joy, activities that bring you joy and a sense of ultimate fulfillment, a timelessness often points to area where you are aligned with your purpose. Pay attention to what makes you lose track or what brings you good. What is it? Why are you losing track of your purpose? Find that out. And what brings you that joy? And you've pursued that. And in any case, these two things, failure and success, is a gift. They are mixed together. Let us begin to really, really understand that it's a gift. You failed today for a reason. Look deep into it, reflect on it, and align yourself with it from within you, and you move on. Seek support and community, which is what we are doing here. This is community right here. We are seeking support and community right here from Unpassive. And we are doing it for the purpose of really pushing Unpassive and really inspiring the Mr. Ashmu Farah and the builders, the innovators of artificial intelligence, to keep moving forward while we are putting our hands behind them and pushing them forward. That is why we're here. Talk to mentors like Mr. Ashmu Farah if you can, or to mentors in your life, to your parents, or to maybe your leaders in your community gatherings, or maybe to your church. For those of us who go to church, just maybe you have to have mentors. For me, I have all over the world. Some are no more, but I still learn from what they taught me. I have Mr. Les Brown, one of the prominent and prolific writers and speakers in the world. We have those people in our life. Look at in One Global Movement. You can talk to Mr. John Barilla. You can talk to Sister Yvonne Finn. You can talk to the children's mentor, Sister Sharon. You can talk to Nancy. You can talk to Esther. A lot. You can talk to me. And we can also talk to you. So we just need to come together to do these things so that we can learn from one another. So what are some of the key ways in which energy flows in relation to money energy? You have to give back. When you receive something, give back. It is called reciprocity and balance. You have to make everything Let it be balanced. Don't overdo something and then negate the other one. This is what we need to teach our children. Number 2, intention and attention. Intention and attention. You're doing things with intention. You're not just doing it because you see somebody doing it. You're doing it because that is your purpose, and with purpose comes intention. And when you have that intention, you have to pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. I know that we are pulled from left and right every day by the world around us. And, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of say, oh, here, please do this for me, or a lot of negative noise. We need to really filter all those and pay attention to what matters. Sometimes your children, they want more attention. And you got to do what you're doing with them. Get them involved so that they can see the worth of what you're doing. And they can begin to know that, oh, mommy and daddy are doing something for our own good. So they too can plug into that intention and attention with purpose. And then connection to others and your environment. Have you connected to nature? Number 1 is nature, and nature is God. Have you connected to the one that created you? It's not attending church every day 24/7 or carrying the Bible and say, oh, look at me here, I'm so gospel. It's not about preaching. No, it's about connecting, really connecting with authenticity and with truth and integrity, that you know that you're doing the right thing. Connect with your environment. Maybe you can feed the squirrels. Maybe you can feed the birds. Maybe you can avoid throwing dirt or plastics in the lake. Or maybe you can go and register with your city to be able to help clean your city, volunteering. Maybe, just maybe, there are always a lot of things to be done. Maybe we can go volunteer to read to the children in the library, because Saturday mornings, I did that before. You go to the library and you volunteer to read to the children. Or maybe you can go to the library and you just be there and let the librarians know that you are volunteering to help students that are finding challenges with mathematics or some STEM topics. So we can do things a lot. Or maybe you're one global movement. You go there and you tell them what you're doing, and you they will want to join because they also want their children to be helped. This is what we can do. And then blockages and flow. Sometimes energy can be blocked by negative emotions. We have already talked about that. And our own limiting beliefs and our own insecurities, and we put it on other people and start looking for ways to blame our children or blame other people for what we can ourselves focus on and see what we can do about it. And there's a lot of things. Law of attraction and infinite and renewable energy. Energy is renewable. If you think maybe you took a wrong turn, come back and renew it and take the right turn. It's simple. Put your ego. Let us put our egos down, because we always put egos on our shoulders. We're always looking at what somebody has or what somebody has accumulated or what somebody is. We're always looking at that, and in so do we are forgetting about nurturing and building our own purpose, our own life's worth. We need to really cease from that, because we see the stars. They call themselves, you are a star too. The Hollywood stars and these, and we think we want to imitate them. No. Even if we want to, remember that it took them time to get to where they are. Do you want to focus on building your own, or you want to focus on admiring other people and wanting to cut corners to get to where other people have been? No, we don't want that at all, right? We don't want that. And there are a lot of ways that you could attract abundance. Shift your mindset. We've talked about that, to an abundant mindset. Practice gratitude. We've talked about that already. Visualize abundance. You can just sit, focus on the moment, and in your own mindfulness, you visualize abundance. Remember, you have to think your way to success. Think and grow rich. The power of positive thinking. It comes from within you, from your thoughts. Nobody else. Don't blame somebody. Say, oh, this person made me to lose this. No, you made yourself to give yourself in to lose those things, not somebody. We don't blame people for our behavior, because God has given us a lot of choices. We can always say yes or no, and we need to teach our children this. Visualize abundance, you will get it. Take inspired actions, embrace generosity, and surround yourself with abundant energy. You know, when people are loving me, holding watermelons, That's energy of abundance. Do you know how many seeds are in that watermelon that can bring abundance? Even the flow, the water from the watermelon, that's abundance. Those are landmarks of abundance that some of us negate. We think, oh, she's just doing it, because I know exactly what it is. And it will bring you an overflow, you know? And then release limiting beliefs and blockages. Relieve them. Somebody says you're stupid, and you go fighting that person. Are you really stupid? No, you're not stupid. Don't make yourself to be stupid because that person calls you stupid. It's not because you're stupid, because they don't really know who you are. And don't waste your time on that. Cultivate an abundance of joy, always speaking the language of joy and abundance, and trust the process. Like we are trusting on passive right now. We must. If you trust the process, you believe in it, it will come. Don't say I have to see it before I believe it. No, you have to believe it and trust it, and then before it will come. Very important. Stay in a state of receiving. But you have to first of all give before you receive. So that is very, very important for us today. So let us appreciate our audience here and see what you guys have to say. And remember, I have an appointment, and we're not going to be able to play our song today. Like you can see, I'm in the car, and the sun is getting into the car. It's one side blurry and one side clear. But hey, we are doing it because we are determined to do it. So thank you guys so much for being here again today. And our brother, let me see here. Oh, it's a lot here. Okay, let me scroll. Ooh. All right. Our children's mentor, the only female children's mentor, is the first person here today. Hello, Sister Sharon. Ballyhoo Pushpin Media, thank you so much for being here. I highly appreciate the work that you're doing, always behind the scene. Even when it doesn't seem possible, you still make it possible just for one global movement children. I highly appreciate you. We are building a foundation that can never be shaken for us and our children worldwide. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. She's whenever she's here, we are sure to get a happy birthday wishes. Happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating their birthday today. Remember, Friday is coming. It's my birthday on Friday, but I chose it to be a symbol for all other people celebrating their birthdays in October, just like we're celebrating every month and wishing everyone every month. So thank you so much, Sister Sharon. And our beautiful sister Nancy, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate you. Hello, Don, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Don, for taking the time to be here. If you are new here, you're welcome into this global movement that is standing up for children. Thank you so much. And Nancy says, happy birthday to a especially Lady Queen Yvonne. Yvonne Mundih, this is the week to celebrate another day, another blessing, more and more birthdays to come, good health, joy, happiness, and wealth. Thank you so much. I receive it. I receive it with abundant energy. Thank you so much, Nancy. And of course, the managing director is here as usual. Hello, John. Thank you so much for being that strong pillar that we need here in One Global Movement for our children. Thank you so much. And our brother, Sir Main Sanka, thank you for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. And Nancy says, yes, we need to pray for so many people in our own passive family who are under the weather. A lot of them are sick. We need good health to be able to carry on our hope in uplifting the world. Thank you so much, Nancy. We always put our hands together for everyone that is under the weather, or somebody that is finding some challenges, or maybe is hungry. When we eat, we pray for them so that when we eat in spirit, they will receive it and also be full. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. And let's go down here. We have Sir Kayanderi is always here. Thank you so much, sir. We love you and we appreciate your support for children. Thank you. Sir Medan Mishra, thank you so much. We love you as well. And thank you so much for being that strong pillar. And we have Juanita Slag. We miss you. Wow. It's been a long time, sister. How are you? But thank you so much. It shows that while you're off from here, you're also praying and thinking about children. Thank you so much for stopping by again today. We appreciate you. And Nancy says, life is an adventure. We learn every day from our experiences, our own mistakes, others' lives, experiences, and mistakes. Yes, yes, yes. And when we put on this kind of mindset, we help our children not to think that they're a failure. We help them not to think that they are not smart. This is the best mindset. Thank you so much, Nancy. We have our beautiful sister Piari Topo. Thank you so much, sister, for always being here for our children. Thank you. And let's go down here. Hopefully, I don't miss any name. If I miss it, please. It's not on purpose, it's by mistake, okay? We have MD Alodine. Thank you so much, sir, for your love and your presence and support for children worldwide. We appreciate you. We have Sir Razeha. Sorry for the noise. I'm sorry. Panda, thank you so much for always being here to support our children. We love you. Thank you. And we have our sister, beautiful Hash Later Topo. Thank you so much. Good evening, she says from her end. Thank you so much for always being here to support our children. And let's go down here. And we have Bishnu Gosh. Thank you so much, sir, for your support and your love for children in the world. Thank you. And we have Diblina Sinha. Thank you so much, Diblina, for being that great support for our children in the world. We appreciate you. And we have our brother, Mama Bolu Levy from the sunny Pretoria. Thank you so much. Hashtag One Global Movement. We appreciate you, brother, for all you're doing. And you are also supporting a lot of people, which is the spirit that we're supposed to build here. I see that all the time, supporting our own passive family. Thank you so much. And we have, can I have some water? We have Suparna Singh Assam. Let me drink some water. I'm really dry. Oh, it's hot today. The next day will be cold. The next day will be hot. All right. Thank you so much, Sister Soprana, for your support, your love, and your presence for children worldwide. We appreciate you. Thank you. And please, the managing director is always reminding you guys in a very respectful way to be sure to type our company's name correctly in capital letters, big letters, just like here where you see this on passive, not this one. So we really like to do that because that is branding and we are promoting our company that way, and the CEO would really love that as well. Thank you, John. And John says Ash Mufara wants us to type our company in uppercase letters, all caps like this, on passive, hashtag on passive, not this little letters, but only on passive. Let's get it right, folks. Hashtag on passive, hashtag on passilicious, hashtag JJB Tin Man, hashtag big heart. Thank you, John. And our brother Levi Mamabolu says, Brother John Barilla, this is becoming a norm. Our fellow brothers and sisters continue to degrade on a hashtag on passive. We don't want that. That is not what we want. Please let us do that. If you're doing that, it shows what is coming from your heart. And we want the great things to come from our heart. Let us not put our company name down, please. And at least I'm never going to do that. I don't want to do that because that's not the right thing. We were brought here together by Unpassive and Mr. Ash Mufara, and so we shouldn't do that. Thank you, Brother Levy. And Nancy says, find your purpose. It's your need to figure out how you can best use your passions and skills to achieve your goals. Yes, we must find our purpose and act on it in order to achieve our goals and our dreams. Thank you so much. And Brother Levy says, thanks again, Brother John Barilla. They will learn to do the right thing. Hashtag unpassive, hashtag disruptive, hashtag one heart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brother Levy. And let's go down here. And let's go down. We have Pankaj Saho. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us here. It looks like we had a wonderful weekend and everybody has joined us here today. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Nancy said, learn how to discover your life purpose with exercise, journaling, and visualization without neglecting your own personal self. Thank you so much, Nancy. That tells me that you've been paying close attention to money and energy. And this is exactly what we've been talking along, that this is so important. And we are teaching us and our children these values. This is very, very important. Thank you so much, Nancy. And we have our beautiful sister, Melanie Mukamugema, who is always making good use of her breaks, not just eating, but also coming here to say hello and to contribute. Thank you so much, Melanie, for your devotion and your love for children. Thank you. And let's go down here. We have our brother, Apuba Paul. How are you, Paul? Excuse me. Thank you so much. Good evening from your end. Good afternoon from our end. From my end, thank you so much, Paul, for being present and supporting children worldwide. We appreciate you. And then we have our brother, Mr. Ashak Kumar, who is always very consistent and persistent in the way he writes here, always appreciating on passive, Mr. Ash Mufara, and the technology. Thank you so much for doing that and for the beautiful emojis. We appreciate you. And let's go down here. And the managing director says, what a wonderful, big-hearted community we are building here, getting ready for what lies ahead when we start moving forward with Unpassive, spreading our love around the world. Hashtag education for the girls, boys too. John will not stop saying for the boys too. That is so true. You are standing up not just for the girls and for the boys as well. Of course, we have to. Because when we stand up only for the girls are still going to get married. They're going to mingle with the boys. Then we must have done them injustice by not doing the right thing. Thank you so much, John, for that kind of persistence. And we have Nadlal Shamar with those beautiful three boys on there. Thank you so much. If you're new here today, we appreciate you. You're welcome into this global family. Keep coming and let us spread the gospel of one global movement and Unpassive to the world. Thank you so much. And Melanie says, Sharon, we saying hello to Sharon, to Pankaj, Nancy, Levi, Suparna, MD Alodin, Razahab, Juanita Slack, Mike, Pierre, Bishnu, Hashlater, Diblina, and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate that. And we have our sister, of course, Suparna Singh Assam is always here to support us. Thank you so much, sister. We appreciate you. And let's go down here. We have our beautiful sister, Veronica Ampim. Thank you so much for always being here to support the children worldwide. And thank you for those beautiful emojis. We appreciate you. And let's go down so I can get out of this place. It's getting too hot. And okay, we have our beautiful sisters Sagari Kadas. Money is the remote of executing every plan and program successfully. And she is also the author of Children are the heart of every nation. That thing has gripped my heart, and I just keep repeating it because it is so true. Children are the heart of every nation. Thank you so much for your contribution. And we have Rajib Roy. Thank you so much, sir, for always being here to support children worldwide. And this is what Mr. Ash Mufara really loved to see, because Unpassive is built for the future. Thank you so much. Come on. This stupid fly. All right. And John says, I know I'm missing some regulars today, but I was a bit late walking home, but I'm saying hello to absolutely everyone here today. Thank you so much, John. We are building a really wonderful community here for children worldwide. Thank you so much for really encouraging and supporting the audience here. Thank you, John. We love you. And Sister Sharon says, the two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for bringing that quote here. That is so true. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why you are born. And that is by Mark Twain. Thank you so much, Sister Sharon, for bringing that out. Thank you. And we have Jivan Turkey, thank you so much, sir, for being a part of One Global Movement again today. We appreciate your presence as always and the love that you have for children worldwide. Thank you so much. And we have our beautiful girl, Otam Papri. Thank you so much, Otam, for always being here to support children worldwide. We appreciate you. And Sister Veronica said, there is blessings in giving than receiving, and God love a cheerful giver. God love cheerful givers. Thank you so much. Yes, that is so true. Thank you so much for bringing that here today. Thank you. And let's go down. All right. And Sagarika does say, with help of money and energy, we take care of our children properly and make them branded. Yes, yes. I really love to pay attention to what you write here, because you write so many great things about children, which is what we should be doing. Thank you so much, sister, for that. We highly appreciate you. And the managing director says, Rajiv Roy, hello. Thank you so much, John, for always taking the time to say hello personally. You really personalize every individual. That is a great thing to do. And they feel appreciated, they feel welcome, and they feel very important, which is what we're supposed to do to our children, personalizing our children to really dig deep and appreciate them from the bottom of our heart. Thank you guys so much. And I think we've come to the end of the day. I am sweating. I'm in my car. We will not be able to play our international anthem because I want to get some fresh air. And thank you guys so much. Tomorrow is another beautiful day. Come and let us continue to build this foundation and also promote these children around the world and look for resources that will help them for when we get going. And also taking good care of ourselves and our families, not just the children. All right? We need to do it first to ourselves before we do it to all the children. Thank you so much for being here today. We highly appreciate you. Asha Kumar, welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart today. Thank you so much, John. We highly appreciate you guys. Spread the gospel so that we want to affect every household in the world. Let us not keep it only to ourselves, okay? Thank you so much. And I love you all. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.